Bookers, welcome back to the channel. I paid $6 for this viral Muji pouch in Japan. I hate the word viral and I hate the word pouch, but it does solve one specific travel problem for me. But as always, I encourage you to only buy what you need. It might not solve the exact travel problem for you. I bought 3 of these pouches and I'm going to give 2 away. Like this video, subscribe, and then drop a funny or kind comment. The 2 comments with the most likes, I'm gonna send each of you a pouch. And yes, this is in hopes that more people will watch the video so I get more internet friends. But honestly, internet friends are the best because you can click on me when you want, enjoy me, or you can say your eyebrows are way too gray and you can just click me off. Don't leave that in the comments though. That would be a mean comment. I won't send you the pouch. Unless you get the most likes, then I'd have to. Don't like the mean comment. We're gonna break this video up into 3 parts. Number 1, breaking down the pouch. Number 2, why people love the pouch. And number 3, the specific travel problem that it solves for me. This one is the small, wide opening, wrinkled nylon pouch. The outer is 100% nylon with a distinctive wrinkled, crinkled texture. The texture is not decorative. It's what gives the pouch its firm, semi-structured feel without adding weight. Muji's upfront on their own product page that the texture can shift slightly with humidity and the colors can even bleed a little bit. Remember, Muji is not selling you a $99 pouch. Even with the markup in the United States and on Amazon, this is under $20. So you have this soft, unbranded structure. This is classic Muji. But what makes this tiny pouch a little bit different is the zipper. It's called an end-to-end zipper. The track doesn't run along the top. It curves down both sides and around the body. So when you unzip, the top half folds back behind the bottom half, allowing the bag to stand up. Basically, this transforms the pouch into an open tray. That's the entire design thesis. And the last piece is this outside attachment loop that you can use to secure to the outside or inside of a bag. The wide opening allows you to see everything inside the pouch. On the outside, there's these little gussets that fold in and out to keep things from slipping out of the side while it's standing up. If you pack the bag full, they can crease out a little bit and give you a little trouble with the zipper, but overall it has that nice bit of accordion design. When I see this diagonal cross zipper in a small pouch that causes it to open up like a desk caddy, I think of Evergoods. Their pouches are made with some very high quality materials, inside and out, all the way down to the zippers, padding, and I believe a lifetime warranty. And the price tag reflects that. With these pouches, you can get something very similar. And the difference between the two might be a little bit of marketing, but is also gonna be the quality of the materials. The inside of this bag basically has 2 sides. One that's more of that lay flat side, a little bit larger, and then one that's more meant to stand things up in and has less of a surface area at the bottom. It's divided by this mesh pouch that fits a credit card or a license perfectly. There are 7 reasons people go crazy over this tiny little carrying case. It's cheap. It's tiny. The diagonal zipper. You can lay it flat on a flat surface and see everything inside. The look. There's no branding. People love that. Number 6, the texture. This wrinkled nylon texture is fun. Doesn't scratch. It's durable. Number 7, I don't agree with. The loop. People use this to attach it to the outside of their bag. I don't agree with that. Not necessarily because of theft, because I just don't like things dangling off of my bag. If you're a true fan, then you know from the Air Travel Pack 4 review, we don't dangle, we what? Drop a comment if you know you're a true one. I use the loop to attach it to the inside of my bag or hang it off a hook, but having this swing around like a piñata on the outside of my bag, not for me. I give Muji all the credit for the half zip, the tiny pouch, the easy organization, and even putting this loop on the outside. Look, if you like to hang things off your bags, then awesome. I don't like the way it looks or feels when I'm moving throughout a city, going on a commute, or doing any type of activity. But heck, you could hang 3 of these off your bag. Maybe that's the thing the kids are doing these days. The travel problem that this solves for me is I can move it between my bags. And for some people that won't be a big deal, but for me, I am constantly switching. Am I wearing my waist pack? Or am I grabbing my nice over-the-shoulder bag to go down to the office or the work hub? Or am I grabbing the backpack because I'm going on a hike? Well, I know inside here, I have about 8 to 10 things that I can utilize while I'm out and about. And I can take this from the waist pack and then put it in the backpack. And it gives me just a little peace of mind. We're gonna use the gray pouch for this pack out, so it's a little easier to see inside. Here's that mesh card slot that kind of straddles the bag. And then you have your wider spot down here, your narrower spot up here. But as you can see, pliable, flexible, material that's gonna recover if it's scrunched up. We have flat back hand sanitizer, a few pieces of gum, a Night-Eyes carabiner that I clip to the outside, a tie-down strap, bungee-like cord if I need it, extra chapstick, a few individual flossers, nail clippers, a few Band-Aids, stain wipe removers, sewing kit. This is a mini Muji sewing kit. So I haven't done much sewing, but the needle has come in very handy for a precarious situation. These scissors I've used a few times, snip a tag off or help a child with something, and it is so tiny and compact. You're definitely a hero when you pull this out of your bag. Motion sickness patches, very important. A tracking card from UFI, it's the size of a credit card, real easy way to keep track of your bag and your stuff so you always know where it is. Slide that in there, you can connect it to Find My. A flashlight from Woobin, this is the G5. It can stand on its own, this rotates. It has a little clip here off to the side so you can clip it on the bill of a cap or something else. That clip also rotates. It's just a great little travel item, and I know my phone has a flashlight, but if you're in a precarious situation or you want a light when you're working on something, this is just great to have in the travel tool belt. I want to pack it out just to show you that it is pretty tight. This isn't a quick access deal here. You want this to be in your bag, get it out if you need it, not something you're reaching for your chapstick and for your gum on a consistent basis. And there it is, my go-to pack out for the tiny, wide open Muji pouch. Let me know if this solves an actual travel problem for you. What I want to emphasize is that this is not my go-to supplies. I try to remember gum and chapstick, and I'm not always digging for a sewing kit or a Band-Aid. These are things that I might need, but I don't want to think about every time I head out the door. So this just allows that accessibility while I switch between bags. For me, it's been a no-brainer. Drop a comment below. Let me know where you are going next and what you would fill your Muji pouch with. If you enjoyed this video and you love Muji and Uniqlo content, then check out this video where I break down this viral Uniqlo bag. There's that word again. Or this video where I talk about 13 Muji specific travel products. Can't thank you enough for being here. See you in the next one.